Is it selfish to love yourself? Well, let's find out. Let's define what selfishness means. According to the Merriam-Webster's dictionary, the definition of selfishness is the quality or state of being selfish, a concern for one's own welfare or advantage at the expense of or in disregard of others. We have been told repeatedly during our early years that selfishness is a bad thing. In our society's standard, being unselfish is what defines a good behavior. If you put the needs of the others ahead of your own, you are a decent person. It will always make you look selfish to put your needs first. So, are we being selfish for loving ourselves? Now let's define what self-love is. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, self-love is an appreciation of one's own worth or virtue. That means loving yourself, caring and treating yourself with the same love that you give to others is not selfish at all, like others may feel or fear. A true self-love does not need to compare or seek approval from other people. In fact, true self-love is self-acceptance. Self-love is a way to welcome your happiness, to appreciate your physical well-being, psychological, and spiritual growth. Loving yourself is like having a great relationship with yourself. Through this lifelong journey, you will create and accept standards on your own and have sense of self-respect for yourself. Yes, there are certain individuals who think they are better than the others. They may have high regards to themselves, but that is not self-love. That is a selfish behavior, which is just a reflection that they are insecure because they need to prove their worth. Since we now know the difference between selfishness behavior and self-love, the big question now is, how do we actually love ourselves? Here are some tips to learn how to self-love. Number 1, start to know yourself more. It's impossible to love yourself if you don't even know who you are. So you need to invest in discovering what you believe, value, and like. Read books, watch movies, and explore. Get a hobby and try new things you've never done before. Tip number 2, surround yourself with people who treat you with kindness and respect. Sometimes loving yourself means you have to cut relationship with abusive or unkind people, the people that takes advantage of you and treats you less of a person. Tip number 3, say no and set boundaries. You need to stand up for yourself sometimes and say no if you need to do so, especially if the favor that they're asking is not beneficial for you. Remember, saying no is not being selfish. You just need to protect yourself from people who could take advantage of you. Tip number 4, acknowledge what you feel. Our feelings are normal and it's part of who we are. You can't be an authentic person without acknowledging that you have feelings. So if you feel hurt, cry. If you feel happy, then smile. Your feelings matter. Tip number 5, do not compare yourself to others. We are always comparing ourselves to other people's accomplishments. Always remember that there will always be time for you to shine, and you have your own set of achievements, so do not look down on yourself. Tip number 6, speak kindly to yourself. Instead of talking less about yourself, motivate yourself and look at the mirror and say, "You look different today. Your hair is amazing." And it's time to compliment yourself. Tip number 7. Accept that some people won't like you. You are a unique individual, so we cannot please everyone. Not everyone will like you, and that's okay. Tip number 8. Take good care of your body. Good health is truly priceless. Give yourself a gift of feeling physically well. I'm also guilty of this. So try to prioritize your health. Like what they say, health is wealth. Tip number 9. Give yourself a treat. Allow yourself to go on downtime. Book a vacation. Get a spa treatment. Set a date just for yourself. Last but not the least, tip number 10. Ask for help. We all need to recognize that we need help. Mistakes are normal. Imperfections are part of what we are and who we are. What matters most is your present and what you can do for your future self. Self-love is not selfish. Let's normalize and remove the stigma of loving our unique self. I hope this video encouraged you to love yourself even more.